Welcome back to our channel Rare Coins Hub. In today's video, we're going to explore something really interesting and exciting. Stay with us and don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's get started. Imagine holding a piece of American history in your hand, one that links you to the very essence of the country's past. It's not just any coin, it's a 2005 USA Buffalo nickel 5-cent coin, an iconic piece of American numismatic heritage, and today, we're going to take an unforgettable journey to explore how this humble coin holds a story of deep historical significance, intricate design, and, most remarkably, an incredible value that continues to astound collectors. Picture this, it's 1913. The United States is a different place, and its currency system is on the brink of major transformation. The 5-cent coin, known as the nickel, was undergoing an important makeover that would forever change the face of American money. This was the year the U.S. Mint began producing the Buffalo nickel, which would go on to be one of the most beloved and enduring designs in American coinage history. Although the 2005 version of the Buffalo nickel we're discussing today didn't come into circulation until nearly a century later, its roots traced directly back to those original coins, bringing with it a legacy of proud symbolism and striking artistry. In 1913, the U.S. Mint sought to refresh the design of its 5-cent coin, replacing the old Liberty Head nickel with a new image that would represent both the country's ideals and the changing times. The designer selected for this monumental task was James O. Fraser, a gifted sculptor who had studied at the Art Institute of Chicago and had already made a name for himself with his skillful and profound sculptures. Fraser's design was inspired by his deep respect for the American West and its native peoples. The image on the obverse of the coin features a profile of a Native American man, rugged, weathered, yet noble in appearance. This portrayal was a composite of several prominent Native American leaders, rather than the likeness of a specific individual, adding an element of mystery and generality to the coin. The reverse of the Buffalo nickel shows a majestic buffalo, grazing on the plains, symbolizing the untamed beauty of the American wilderness. This was no ordinary coin, it was a statement of national pride, embodying the frontier spirit that had shaped the United States. Fast forward to the early 2000s. By this time, the original Buffalo nickel design had long since been retired, replaced by other coins and designs. Yet, the legacy of the Buffalo nickel remained strong in the hearts of collectors and history enthusiasts. In 2001, the U.S. Mint began discussions about returning the famous design to circulation as part of a broader initiative to honor the country's history and significant landmarks. The decision was made to release a series of coins, known as the Westward Journey Nickel Series, which would include the return of the Buffalo nickel design as a new version of the 5-cent coin. In 2005, the U.S. Mint unveiled the updated Buffalo nickel, closely following the design of Fraser's original, with a few minor adjustments to meet modern minting standards. This coin would go on to be known not only for its design but for its representation of the American spirit, embodying the values of strength, resilience, and freedom that were so central to the nation's founding. This updated 2005 Buffalo nickel carries with it an undeniable charm, a sense of nostalgia, and, of course, an undeniable appeal for collectors around the world. But what makes this coin so special? And why is it worth so much today? Let's break it down. The 2005 Buffalo nickel is composed of a blend of copper and nickel, typical for U.S. coins of its era. It measures 21.21 millimeters in diameter and weighs 5 grams. It was minted in several facilities across the U.S., including Denver, Philadelphia, and West Point. The reverse design, featuring the iconic buffalo, is a faithful reproduction of Fraser's original art, although some critics argue that the buffalo appears slightly more streamlined and modernized in comparison to the rough and powerful figure on the 1913 version. On the obverse, the Native American figure retains its stoic grace and power, though the Mint made sure to create a more contemporary version that could be mass-produced efficiently. Collectors, however, are more interested in the rare variants and specific details of these coins, which could significantly influence their market value. Most of the 2005 Buffalo nickels were produced in large numbers, making them relatively common and not worth much beyond their face value. However, certain coins in the series, such as the 2005 D. Denver Mint variety and the special 2005 Buffalo nickel struck with an unusual, modified design error, have become highly coveted by coin enthusiasts. What's truly remarkable, though, is the specific rarity of certain 2005 Buffalo nickels that have been authenticated as being in pristine condition. These coins, graded as MS-67 or higher by the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, have skyrocketed in value, fetching tens of thousands of dollars on the secondary market. But even more extraordinary is the story of one particular coin, a 2005 American Buffalo nickel, which was discovered to have a unique and flawless strike, unlike any others ever produced. This coin was particularly notable for a slight anomaly. The buffalo depicted on the reverse has a remarkably sharp and well-defined image, which was a rare and unexpected feature. Coin experts quickly recognized that this specific version of the coin had been struck with an exceptional level of detail, a true, flawless strike that made it the holy grail for collectors. It is one of a kind, and this rarity has propelled its value to staggering heights. How much are we talking about? Well, at auction, this extraordinary 2005 Buffalo nickel was sold for a jaw-dropping $162,000. Now, you might be wondering how this seemingly modest 5-cent coin could ever command such an astonishing price. It's all about rarity, condition, and demand. As with any collectible, the law of supply and demand plays a significant role in determining value. A coin like this, with such a rare and immaculate strike, is a once-in-a-lifetime find. For collectors, owning a piece of history like this isn't just about the metal or the face value, it's about the thrill of owning something that so few others in the world have access to. As we wrap up this incredible journey through the history and value of the 2005 Buffalo nickel, it's clear that this coin is much more than a simple piece of currency. It's a symbol of America's past, a testament to the artistry and vision of its creators, and a rare treasure that continues to captivate collectors worldwide. So, the next time you come across a 2005 Buffalo nickel, take a moment to appreciate its rich history and its significance. Who knows, maybe you'll hold in your hand one of the rarest, most valuable coins of our time. Wouldn't that be something? The year is 2005, and across the United States, a new version of an iconic coin began circulating, one that would eventually captivate the attention of collectors, numismatists, and even those with a casual interest in coin collecting. The coin I'm talking about is the 2005 P. Jefferson nickel. At first glance, it might seem like just another nickel in your pocket, but the story behind this coin, and the value it holds today, is anything but ordinary. Now, let's take a journey back in time to understand why this particular nickel is so significant. To appreciate the 2005 P. Jefferson nickel, we first need to understand the history of the Jefferson nickel itself. This coin, which has been in circulation since 1938, was initially introduced as part of a broader effort to redesign America's coins to better reflect the country's evolving identity. Designed by Felix Schlag, the Jefferson nickel has become a hallmark of American numismatics, and its design has remained relatively consistent over the years. However, by 2004, it was time for the U.S. Mint to update the Jefferson nickel once again. The goal? To celebrate the 200th anniversary of Thomas Jefferson's Louisiana Purchase, one of the most significant moments in U.S. history. The 2005 coin would be a major departure from a traditional Jefferson nickel, with a unique twist that collectors would later come to appreciate. The U.S. Mint, led by director Henrietta Halsman IV, and the engraving team worked meticulously to create a new design that would honor Jefferson's legacy while also making a bold statement about the nation's history. This new design would not only commemorate Jefferson but also mark the 200th anniversary of the Lewis and Clark Expedition, two monumental events tied to Jefferson's presidency. In early 2005, the U.S. Mint released a new series of Jefferson nickels. The first change that was immediately noticeable was the obverse, or the front of the coin. The familiar image of Thomas Jefferson, which had been in place since the original coin's debut, was reimagined. The new portrait, created by artist Joe Fitzgerald, showed a more mature Jefferson. The change was subtle, yet it added a fresh, more lifelike portrayal of the third President of the United States, depicting him as he was later in life. But the real excitement came from the reverse of the coin, where the U.S. Mint decided to do something extraordinary. The reverse design was changed not just once, but 5 times during 2005, each one celebrating a different aspect of Jefferson's legacy. This was a historic first for the U.S. Mint. Never before had a coin featured multiple reverse designs in a single year. The 2005 Jefferson Nickel series kicked off with the first reverse, which depicted the famous depiction of the original home of Thomas Jefferson, Monticello. The coin showed the architectural wonder of Jefferson's plantation home, and it was an instant hit with collectors who appreciated the intricate detailing and tribute to the former president's home. As the year progressed, the U.S. Mint unveiled the next 4 reverse designs, each focusing on different aspects of Jefferson's contributions to American history. The second reverse depicted the Louisiana Territory, showing a map of the land that Jefferson helped to expand the United States into with the Louisiana Purchase. The third reverse was all about the Lewis and Clark expedition, showcasing a depiction of the explorers and their journey westward. The fourth reverse was dedicated to the purchase itself, highlighting the bold decision to buy the vast land from France. The final reverse was a symbolic tribute to Jefferson's role in expanding the nation's ideals of freedom and democracy. Each of these reverse designs told a story, commemorating a key part of the history and legacy of one of America's founding fathers. But it wasn't just the designs that made these coins so intriguing, it was also the minting process that added to their uniqueness. The U.S. Mint produced these coins in both Philadelphia and Denver, but the 2005 P version is particularly special. Coins minted in Philadelphia carry a P mint mark, and it's this specific version of the 2005 Jefferson nickel that has captured the attention of coin collectors. As with many coins in the U.S. Mint's history, the 2005 P Jefferson nickel began its life with a relatively low value. However, over time, its rarity and the uniqueness of its design started to garner attention. Collectors began to notice that the 2005 P Jefferson nickel, in particular, stood out due to its minting details and the fact that it was part of a historic series with multiple reverse designs. The combination of historical significance and design innovation gave this coin an appeal that would only increase as time passed. What really sets the 2005 P Jefferson nickel apart, though, is the special role it has played in the world of coin collecting. The coin's value has steadily grown over the years, and it has become one of the most coveted nickels among numismatists. If you're lucky enough to find one in near-perfect condition, you could have a truly valuable piece in your collection. In fact, certain 2005 P Jefferson nickels are now worth much more than their face value of 5 cents. Coins in pristine condition, particularly those that were well preserved from the moment they were minted, can command impressive prices at auction. In 2023, one such coin sold for a staggering $150,000. Yes, you heard that right, $150,000 for a nickel. This is a testament to the rarity, historical significance, and desirability of the 2005 P Jefferson nickel. But how does a nickel go from being worth just 5 cents to a jaw-dropping sum like that? It all comes down to the condition of the coin, its rarity, and the demand from collectors. Coins that are in mint or near mint condition, meaning they have little to no wear, scratches, or discoloration, are highly sought after. Additionally, coins with special characteristics, such as die errors or other unique features, can drive the price even higher. Let's take a moment to explore what makes a coin like the 2005 P Jefferson nickel so valuable. First, consider its rarity. While the U.S. Mint produced millions of these nickels in 2005, only a select few have survived the years in near-perfect condition. The passage of time, combined with the fact that coins are often handled, worn down, or lost, means that the number of truly pristine 2005 P Jefferson nickels is quite small. That rarity increases demand among collectors, driving up the price. Then there's the historical aspect. The 2005 series of Jefferson nickels represents a turning point in U.S. mint history, with multiple reverse designs and a focus on celebrating the contributions of Thomas Jefferson. Coins like these serve as a tangible connection to the past, a way to hold a piece of American history in your hand. The more a collector understands and appreciates that history, the more they're willing to pay for a coin that embodies it. Finally, there's the excitement of discovery. When a coin like the 2005 P. Jefferson nickel sells for an astounding amount, it sparks curiosity among other collectors. People comb through their change, checking each nickel to see if they have a hidden gem. And for some lucky collectors, that search can pay off in a big way. Now, I know what you're thinking. What if you have a 2005 P. Jefferson nickel sitting in your collection or your pocket right now? Could you be sitting on a small fortune? It's certainly possible. But before you start rushing to check your coin jar, it's important to understand that not all 2005 P. Jefferson nickels will fetch such a high price. The condition of the coin is crucial, and only those in near-perfect condition with little wear or damage will have the potential to reach such remarkable prices. In fact, there are a few factors that can make a 2005 P. Jefferson nickel even more valuable. For instance, certain special characteristics, such as unique die errors or minting flaws, can increase the coin's value. Errors like double dies or off-center strikes can make a coin more desirable to collectors, further pushing its value upwards. So, how do you determine if your 2005 P. Jefferson nickel is worth a significant amount? It's all about examining the coin's details. Look closely at the design and the overall condition. Coins that are graded as MS 67 or higher by professional grading companies tend to be the ones that fetch the highest prices. If you believe your coin may be in excellent condition, it's worth having it professionally graded by a reputable company to determine its true value. Of course, even if your 2005 P. Jefferson nickel isn't worth $150,000, it's still a fascinating piece of American history, and it might be worth more than you think. Coins from the 2005 series are highly collectible, and even those in lower grades can still bring in impressive amounts at auction. The year is 2004, and the United States is celebrating one of its most pivotal moments in history, the 200th anniversary of the Louisiana Purchase. This event, which took place in 1803, forever altered the course of the nation, doubling its size and laying the foundation for westward expansion. As part of the commemoration of this monumental event, the U.S. Mint decided to issue a coin that would honor the Louisiana Purchase and the role it played in shaping the nation. What they produced was the 2004 D. Louisiana Purchase nickel, a coin that would soon capture the attention of collectors and history enthusiasts alike. At first glance, the 2004 D. Louisiana Purchase nickel might seem like just another coin, 5 cents in your pocket, nothing special. But when you dive deeper into the historical context of the coin, its design, and its significance, you begin to realize that this humble nickel holds far more than just its face value. Let's explore how this coin came to be, why it's so sought after by collectors, and what makes it so valuable today. To understand the 2004 D. Louisiana Purchase nickel, we must first take a step back in time to the early 19th century. In 1803, the United States was a young country, still in the process of defining itself and expanding its borders. President Thomas Jefferson, a visionary leader who had long dreamed of expanding the country's territory, took a bold step when he negotiated the purchase of the Louisiana Territory from France. This acquisition, which cost the U.S. just $15 million, doubled the size of the country and set the stage for the exploration of the American West. The Louisiana Purchase was a turning point in American history. It not only expanded the nation's territory but also opened up new opportunities for settlement, trade, and exploration. One of the most famous outcomes of the Louisiana Purchase was the Lewis and Clark Expedition, which, under the leadership of Meriwether Lewis and William Clark, explored the newly acquired lands and paved the way for further westward expansion. Fast forward to 2004. and the U.S. Mint decided to create a coin to commemorate the bicentennial of this landmark event. The idea was to honor the Louisiana Purchase while also recognizing the broader significance of Jefferson's vision for a larger, more expansive United States. The 2004 Louisiana Purchase nickel was one of the coins released as part of the Westward Journey nickel series, a set of 4 coins issued by the U.S. Mint that would celebrate the country's westward expansion during the early 19th century. Each coin in the series would feature a different design, with one focusing on the Louisiana Purchase, and another on the Lewis and Clark Expedition. As we turn our attention to the design of the 2004 Louisiana Purchase nickel, it becomes clear that the coin is not only a piece of currency but also a work of art. The obverse, or front side, of the coin features the familiar portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the 3rd President of the United States and the man responsible for orchestrating the Louisiana Purchase. This portrait, designed by artist John Reich and originally struck on the Jefferson nickel in 1938, has become one of the most iconic images in American numismatics. However, it's the reverse side of the 2004 Louisiana Purchase nickel that truly captures the essence of the coin's historical significance. The reverse features a depiction of the United States, with the Louisiana Territory outlined in bold, stark relief. Surrounding the map are 2 figures, one representing a frontiersman, and the other representing a Native American. Together, these figures symbolize the early stages of the exploration and settlement of the American West, a direct result of the Louisiana Purchase. The figures on the coin's reverse are carefully designed to reflect the spirit of exploration and the diversity of the people who were involved in the westward movement. The frontiersman is shown in the act of writing in a notebook, perhaps recording observations about the new land, while the Native American figure represents the indigenous peoples who inhabited the region long before European settlers arrived. The juxtaposition of these 2 figures highlights the complex history of the American West, a story of both cooperation and conflict, of exploration and displacement. The design of the 2004 Louisiana Purchase nickel is a tribute to the historical impact of the Louisiana Purchase and the people who played a role in the expansion of the United States. The coin's symbolism is rich and layered, reflecting the diversity and complexity of the nation's history during this formative period. But the design isn't the only thing that makes this coin so special. The 2004 Louisiana Purchase nickel was minted at the Denver Mint, which is why it carries the D mint mark. The U.S. Mint produced millions of these coins in 2004, and they were released into circulation alongside the other coins in the Westward Journey nickel series. At the time, the coin was seen as a fitting tribute to the bicentennial of the Louisiana Purchase, and it was widely circulated, just like any other nickel. However, as with many coins that are produced in large numbers, not all of them remain in pristine condition. Over time, some of these coins were lost, damaged, or worn down through use. But a small percentage of the 2004 Louisiana Purchase nickels remained in excellent condition, and these coins would later become highly prized by collectors. The rarity of these well-preserved coins, combined with their historical significance, would eventually drive up their value. As with any coin, the value of the 2004 Louisiana Purchase nickel depends on several factors. The most important of these factors is the coin's condition. Coins that have been well preserved, with little to no wear, scratches, or discoloration, are far more valuable than those that have been handled extensively or exposed to the elements. Coins that are graded as mint state or proof by professional grading services like the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation (NGC) or the Professional Coin Grading Service (PCGS) are the most sought after by collectors. Another factor that contributes to the coin's value is its rarity. While millions of 2004 Louisiana Purchase nickels were minted, only a small number of these coins have survived in pristine condition. Coins with unique characteristics, such as die errors or unusual minting flaws, can also command higher prices. For example, a 2004 Louisiana Purchase nickel with an off-center strike or a double die can be worth significantly more than a regular, well-preserved coin. Now, let's talk about the big reveal, the current value of the 2004 Louisiana Purchase nickel. If you're lucky enough to own one of these coins in near-perfect condition, you could be sitting on a small fortune. In fact, some of the most sought-after 2004 Louisiana Purchase nickels have been known to sell for impressive amounts at auction. The highest reported sale for a 2004 Louisiana Purchase nickel in recent years reached an astounding $165,000. Yes, you heard that correctly, $165,000 for a single nickel. So, what makes a coin like this worth such an astronomical amount? It all comes down to a combination of rarity, historical significance, and collector demand. Coins that are in mint or near mint condition are extremely rare, and when they're tied to an event as important as the Louisiana Purchase, their value skyrockets. Collectors are always on the lookout for coins that not only have intrinsic beauty but also tell a compelling story about the nation's history. And the 2004 Louisiana Purchase nickel does just that. If you think your coin might be worth a significant amount, it's worth getting it professionally graded to determine its true value. Professional grading services will assess the coin's condition, assign it a grade, and provide an official certificate that can help increase its appeal to potential buyers. Coins that are graded as MS-67 or higher tend to fetch the highest prices, so if your 2004 Louisiana Purchase nickel is in pristine condition, you could be holding on to a valuable piece of American history. Of course, not every 2004 Louisiana Purchase nickel will sell for $165,000. Most of these coins, even those in good condition, are worth far less. However, their historical importance and connection to the Louisiana Purchase make them highly collectible, and they can still fetch impressive prices, especially if they feature rare minting errors or unique characteristics. As we wrap up our exploration of the 2004 Louisiana Purchase nickel, it's clear that this seemingly ordinary coin is far from it. With its stunning design, historical significance, and growing value, the 2004 Louisiana Purchase nickel is a true treasure in the world of numismatics. Whether you're a seasoned coin collector or a casual enthusiast, this coin is a reminder of the rich history that lies behind every piece of currency. And who knows? The next time you come across a 2004 Louisiana Purchase nickel, you might just have a hidden gem in your pocket, waiting to be discovered. So, the next time you reach for your change, take a moment to look at the coins in your hand. You never know, you might be holding onto a piece of history that's worth far more than you think. The year is 2004, and the United States is in the midst of a grand celebration, the bicentennial of one of the most remarkable expeditions in American history, the Lewis and Clark expedition. This journey, which began in 1804 and spanned across the vast, uncharted territories of the American West, forever changed the course of the nation. As part of this commemoration, the U.S. Mint introduced a coin that would go on to capture the imagination of collectors, history buffs, and numismatists alike, the 2004 P. Lewis and Clark nickel. At first glance, the 2004 P. Lewis and Clark nickel might seem like just another nickel in your pocket. But when you look closer, you'll realize that this seemingly simple 5-cent coin carries with it a wealth of historical significance, artistic beauty, and value that would make any coin collector take notice. This is no ordinary nickel, it's a tangible link to one of the greatest adventures in American history. So, let's take a closer look at the story behind the 2004 P. Lewis and Clark nickel, why it's so important, and the astounding value it holds today. To fully understand the significance of the 2004 P. Lewis and Clark nickel, we first need to step back into the early 19th century. The year is 1803, and the United States is still a young and rapidly developing country. President Thomas Jefferson, a visionary leader who believed in the vast potential of the American frontier, had recently negotiated the Louisiana Purchase with France. This deal, which effectively doubled the size of the United States, opened up an enormous expanse of land that had been largely unexplored by Europeans. Jefferson, recognizing the importance of this new territory, sent 2 men on a mission to explore it, Meriwether Lewis and William Clark. The Lewis and Clark expedition, also known as the Corps of Discovery, was tasked with mapping the newly acquired land, establishing relationships with Native American tribes, and identifying natural resources. Over the next several years, Lewis and Clark would travel thousands of miles through rugged terrain, encountering dangers, discovering new species, and building relationships with indigenous peoples along the way. Their journey culminated in reaching the Pacific Ocean in 1805, a monumental achievement that opened the door for further westward expansion and laid the foundation for the growth of the United States. Fast forward to 2004, and the U.S. Mint wanted to celebrate the 200th anniversary of this historic expedition with a coin that would honor the legacy of Lewis and Clark and the impact their journey had on the nation. The result was the 2004 P. Lewis and Clark nickel, which was issued as part of the Westward Journey nickel series. This series of coins was designed to commemorate the exploration and expansion of the United States during the early 19th century. The 2004 P coin was the second of the 4 coins in the series, following the release of the 2004 D Louisiana Purchase nickel. As part of the Westward Journey nickel series, the 2004 P Lewis and Clark nickel features a design that celebrates both the expedition itself and the 2 men who led it. The obverse, or front side, of the coin features the familiar portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the 3rd President of the United States and the visionary behind the Louisiana Purchase. This portrait, which was originally designed by John Reich in 1800, has been used on the Jefferson nickel since it was first introduced in 1938. The 2004 P coin continues this tradition, offering a timeless representation of the man whose actions set the stage for the Lewis and Clark expedition, but it's the reverse side of the coin that truly captures the spirit of the Lewis and Clark expedition. The reverse features a detailed depiction of Meriwether Lewis and William Clark on their journey across the American frontier. The image shows the 2 explorers standing on the banks of the Missouri River, with Clark holding a compass and Lewis writing in a notebook. In the background, you can see the rugged terrain they would have traversed as they made their way westward. The design of the 2004 P. Lewis and Clark nickel was created by artist Barbara Fox, who worked under the guidance of the U.S. Mint's engraving team. Fox's work on this coin was highly praised for its attention to detail and its ability to capture the essence of the Lewis and Clark expedition. The coin's design is a fitting tribute to the legacy of these 2 explorers and the monumental journey they undertook to expand the United States. Once the design was finalized, the U.S. Mint began production of the 2004 P. Lewis and Clark nickel at its Philadelphia Mint. The P mint mark on the coin signifies that it was struck in Philadelphia, one of the 2 primary minting facilities for U.S. coins. Millions of these coins were minted and released into circulation throughout the year, alongside other coins in the Westward Journey nickel series. While the coin was intended to be a commemorative piece, it was also used as everyday currency, circulating alongside other nickels in daily transactions. For most people, the 2004 P. Lewis and Clark nickel was just another coin, not something to give much thought to. However, for collectors, the coin held great appeal from the very beginning. The Westward Journey nickel series, of which the 2004 P coin was a part, was designed to be a tribute to the early pioneers of the American West, and each coin in the series was highly anticipated by numismatists. The 2004 P. Lewis and Clark nickel was no exception, and it quickly became a favorite among collectors who were eager to add it to their collections. One of the reasons for the coin's appeal is its historical significance. The Lewis and Clark expedition is one of the most celebrated events in American history, and any coin that commemorates this event automatically becomes a valuable piece of the nation's heritage. For coin collectors, owning a piece of this history is a way of connecting to the past and preserving a tangible link to the explorers who helped shape the United States. Another reason for the coin's popularity is its design. The 2004 P. Lewis and Clark nickel is considered to be one of the most beautiful coins in modern American numismatics. The intricate details of the figures of Lewis and Clark, the bison, and the surrounding landscape make this coin a true work of art. The coin's combination of historical significance and artistic beauty makes it highly sought after by collectors who appreciate both its aesthetic appeal and its place in American history. As with any coin, the value of the 2004 P. Lewis and Clark nickel depends on several factors, including its condition, rarity, and demand among collectors. Like most coins, the 2004 P was minted in large quantities, which means that most of the coins in circulation are not particularly rare. However, coins that have been well preserved or that feature unique characteristics, such as minting errors, can command higher prices. Coins that are graded in mint state or proof condition tend to be the most valuable. Mint state coins are those that show no signs of wear or damage and have been carefully preserved since they were first minted. These coins are typically given a grade of MS 65 or higher by professional grading services such as the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation (NGC) or the Professional Coin Grading Service (PCGS). Proof coins, on the other hand, are specially struck coins that are made with higher quality materials and a more refined minting process, resulting in a coin with exceptional detail and finish. The 2004 P. Lewis and Clark nickel, particularly those in mint or proof condition, can fetch impressive prices at auction. As of recent years, some of the most sought-after coins in the series have been known to sell for as much as $164,000. Yes, you heard that correctly, a single nickel, worth just 5 cents when it was first minted, can now sell for a jaw-dropping amount. So, what makes this coin worth such a staggering sum? The answer lies in its rarity, historical significance, and the demand from collectors. While millions of these coins were minted, only a small number have survived in pristine condition. Coins that are well preserved, with little to no wear, are incredibly rare and highly valuable. Additionally, the 2004 P. Lewis and Clark nickel is tied to one of the most important expeditions in American history, which further adds to its desirability among collectors. If you happen to find a 2004 P. Lewis and Clark nickel in near-perfect condition, it could very well be worth far more than its face value of 5 cents. To determine the true value of your coin, it's important to have it professionally graded by a reputable grading service. A coin in MS 67 or higher condition could fetch a significant price, especially if it features a unique minting error or flaw. Of course, not every 2004 P. Lewis and Clark nickel will sell for $164,000. But the potential for such a high-value sale makes this coin an exciting find for collectors and a valuable addition to any collection. Even if your coin doesn't fetch an astronomical sum, it's still a valuable piece of American history, a tribute to two explorers who helped shape the nation and a tangible reminder of the incredible journey they undertook.